Okay, y'all, so it's summer squash and zucchini season. This is one of my favorite varieties. This is a summer squash. It's called Zephyr, and I love the little green end. Summer squash and zucchini are a little bit different. I'm going to add a little bit of ghee to, oops, that's the wrong burner. That's why it's not on. To the pan to fry these. Obviously, you can use different kinds of oil. Coconut, which is going to give it a slightly different flavor, or avocado or whatever, but this ghee will work really well. And while that melts, I'm going to cut this. Now be aware that zucchini sets many less fruit. I know you're like, it sets plenty of fruit. And this is just my first one. It's very small, and I just decided to go ahead and cut it and fry it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these in. This is already heated up thanks to a little interruption that I had. These are obviously really small, but that's fine. I'm using the zucchini that I have while it's good. And the thing about summer squash is they set a ton of fruit all at once. And this is doesn't have a lot of seeds in it. It's also softer in the inside. So I'll show you some uses of this throughout the season, but I am just going to fry this. But with the summer squash, sometimes I will harvest them when they're just little bitty, like little baby ones. And they're actually very good like that. They don't have as many seeds. And I will, just throw them, steam or cook them lightly or saute them lightly, and then throw them in some pasta, or I'll cut them just a little bit and then throw them on the grill. So don't be afraid to cut your squash smaller, I guess, is the main message here, so that you can utilize them and not be overwhelmed. This baby squash are so cute. So I'm going to do this in a layer. And one of the most important things you need to know is just absolutely do not salt these, because as soon as you salt them, it will actually draw out the water, and then you'll be kind of braising them in a liquid instead of frying them. So you want to fry them and make sure it doesn't get too hot. But once they fry on one level, you're just going to flip them and do them on the other side. And then as they do show a little browning around all of the edges on both sides, so you might have to do these in batches. You saw I still have some squash here. So you might have to do these in batches and put them on a plate, or have your kids eating and just keep dishing them out. But at the end, I salt them at the end and add some Parmesan cheese. I just sprinkle it right on there. And that fries as well and gives them like a crispy little edge and that Parmesan cheese taste. So let's see if we can flip these. And there, you see, that is what you want. It's this perfect browning that you're getting. And so this is not a fast process, but it is pretty tasty. With some of these, maybe a little bit too much, but that's fine. They're actually still pretty good. Oh, look at that. There's one inside the other. I didn't even see that. So I'm going to try to flip each of these almost separately. Sometimes you can get a whole bunch of them at once. Other times you end up kind of flipping them separately. And then you'll do the same on the other side. And so the pan is hot now, so this probably won't take very long. Yeah. And then sometimes they shrink a little bit, so you can add a few, or you can just a few more, or you can just do them in batches. Obviously, I do have a bigger pan. I just don't have it with me today. I will do the biggest cast iron pan I have for this type of thing. Okay, so those are all nicely browned. That's what you're looking for, is that beautiful browning. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually add the Parmesan cheese right now. And it will actually stick to the pan, and well, not stick to the pan, but it will get all over the pan. And so I'll add it all over. And then I'm just going to flip these, and then at the very end, I'm going to salt them. So make sure my salt is nice and loose. So, and then, oh, the smell of that Parmesan cheese. So let's go ahead and flip these. And, we could add a little more Parmesan on the other side as well. But basically, by doing this, I'm just kind of getting the Parmesan all into the squash, right? Then I'll spread it out a little bit more, like that. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of salt. And you can also taste them at this point, obviously, as well. And now you can just serve them up. These look good. Oh my gosh, those look good. So there we go. And then I'm going to take this pan off. I might just wipe it out with a damp paper towel, put a little bit more ghee in it, and do the rest of this.